Thank you, Dr. Evans. Good morning. Graduates, congratulations on this very special day. It is my honor to be with you today to introduce the man we are all about to have the pleasure of hearing from, the wonderful Stephen Kolb. It is rare to meet someone as kind and generous as Stephen in this competitive world of fashion, and he has been a great friend to me and my team at Pamela Rowland. He has given us advice, guidance that has been a tremendous help in many areas of our business. For those of you unfamiliar with his work, let me tell you a little bit about Stephen's long list of accomplishments. After earning his BA from Glassboro State College and a master's in public administration from New York University, he went on to do remarkable work with American Cancer Association, Design Industries Foundation Fighting AIDS, and MTV's Staying Alive Foundation, and now as the CEO of the Council of Fashion Designers of America. Stephen works directly with an exclusive membership comprised of over 400 of America's premier designers, the likes of Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors, Vera Wang, and many other names that you're all familiar with. He helps to strengthen the influence and success of American designers in the global marketplace. Personally, and I'm honored that my brand, Pamela Rowland, has been a member since 2010. As CEO of the CFDA, Stephen has also made it his personal mission to help groom the next generation of American fashion designers, initiating programs that allow the organization to work closely with students at fashion schools across the country and the globe. Under his leadership, the CFDA Fashion Awards have grown into one of the fashion industry's most anticipated annual events. Perhaps most importantly, Stephen heads up several of the CFDA highly endeavors, helping fashion to make an impact far beyond the red carpet. One of the things I've come to admire about Stephen is that in a life surrounded by glitz and glamour enough to jade anyone, he has remained unwaveringly true to himself and to the causes that are important to his heart. He is an individual who expresses his passions through his work, and that is what being an artist of any kind is all about. I can think of no one more worthy than Stephen to receive an honorary doctorate from Kendall College of Art and Design. And graduates, as you celebrate the conclusion of your undergrad studies today and prepare to step into the next phase of your life, I can think of no better person to send you on your way. So now, graduates, parents, family, faculty, staff, students, and friends, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the wonderful Stephen Kolb.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kendall College of Art and Design and Ferris State University, for having me here today and for bestowing me with an honorary doctorate. This recognition is quite meaningful to me and very much appreciated, and I am proud to receive it here in Grand Rapids, a city well known for its influence on craft and modern design. Thank you to the faculty and the Board of Trustees, and a special thank you to Pamela DeVos for introducing me to the school. Your talent and success as a designer is an inspiration to me, and I'm sure to all the students as well. If you had asked me several years ago where I thought I would be today, my answer would have been on stage as an actor. I always loved theater, but today I'm doing something completely different and something that I wholeheartedly love. I am the CEO of the Council of Fashion Designers of America, which represents 450 of America's most talented fashion designers. My background is in fashion. Truth be told, I never had an interest in working in fashion. And after I lost the acting bug, I always wanted to work in nonprofit. I always wanted to work in the nonprofit sector for issues that matter to me, like cancer and HIV and AIDS. So I sought out opportunities that would let me work on behalf of those things and to create social change. But here's a grain of truth. When you leave here today, life isn't linear anymore. And so you must harness all of the bravery you've got to confront life's twists and turns. It's hard to imagine anything different, but when you leave the confines of college, the safety net of classes, tests, and friends, your day in and day out changes. And that might sound scary, but it's the most exhilarating form of terror. And it's what you do with that fear that will determine your future and your successes. Fashion is constantly changing, and as a result, you've got to learn quickly to embrace changes and evolve. That's true for all design, whether it be industrial, graphic, interior, printmaking, digital, jewelry, photography, and any of the other great programs taught here at Kendall College. Last week, I moderated a panel with Lucky Magazine and 4 designers from the CFDA's Fashion Incubator Program, which is a business development program aimed at shaping the next wave of design talent. When we asked these designers what trait was most valuable when it came to starting their businesses, the discussions always came back to bravery. Starting your own business is scary. There is uncertainty and lots of unknowns. There is a very real chance of failure, and if you fail once, twice, or 100 times, that's okay. You have to be brave enough to fail because each twist will take you to your next turn. Each failure is building your life's body of work. It's important to remain patient because you cannot build a business overnight or even start one right away. I always tell students, take time to work for someone else. There is so much more to learn from work experience. It is a learning curve, and that's part of the process and the excitement. You most likely won't get it right the first time, and you have to be patient and okay with that. There's no such thing as black and white. Our lives have color to them. And at the end of your life, you're going to want your life to look like a Lilly Pulitzer print. You're going to want that color as proof that you were here and that you lived. We recently published the CFDA's 9th book titled The Pursuit of Style. One of my favorite sections in the book is titled My Work Motto, and I'd like to borrow a few words from some of our established designers. Judith Ripka says, "You can look back, but don't stare." Tommy Hilfiger says, stay passionate and inspired. Tadashi Shoji says, work hard and never lose your curiosity. It's these traits that I also want to leave you with today. Reflect on the past, but only as a tool to build your future. Find what it is that makes you excited to wake up each day and follow that path. Going back to that nonlinear path and how I got where I am today, I can say with confidence that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. If I had been scared about entering into the fashion industry, what was then new territory to me, I might have missed the opportunity that has surely changed my life and brought me here today. And whether it is by design or by chance, I still get the things I set out to do by working with our foundation on philanthropies that matter to our industry. I also work on behalf of American fashion and get to work with some of the most creative and dynamic minds in the world. I started at the CFDA the same day our president, Diane von Furstenberg, started. Early on, we went to Washington together to lobby for copyright protection for fashion design. What was wonderful about that trip was not the meetings with Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, and John McCain, but that we were present in our belief that creativity is owned by the person who generated that idea in the first place, that property is a valuable asset that needed protection. I think of that trip often, and it reminds me that originality always wins, both in business and in life. Be yourself. Don't create in a vacuum, and don't look behind you or beside you for inspiration from others and what they're doing. Fight for what you believe in. Create what you believe in. Ultimately, there's no right or wrong path. The CFDA's family of designers, which we are proud to count Pamela among, is a testament to that. All of these designers came from different backgrounds. Some went to fashion school, some worked on Wall Street, some were stylists, and others were writers. But they all have one commonality. They were brave to pursue something unknown and new to them. Their advice for success also varies. In our book, The Pursuit of Style, Mara Hoffman's advice is to meditate and drink soy lattes. Rebecca Taylor says to work hard and be kind. And Christian Siriano says to be fearless in your goals, even if they don't work out the way you planned. Nothing ever really does. And I'd like to leave you with that. Be brave in the face of this newfound uncertainty. It worked for me, and it will work for you too. Just this week, I was at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new Anna Wintour Costume Center at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Our First Lady spoke to the crowd, which included students from the High School of Fashion and Design. And when Mrs. Obama spoke, her remarks were directed at those students and not at the iconic designers like Ralph Lauren, Donna Karan, and Oscar de la Renta, who were also present. In her words, she said, "You are here because we want you to dream bigger. You are here because we believe in your progress, and we know that if you commit to your education, if you work like never before, if you have the courage and fail and fail and fail again until you finally succeed, then one day you will be just like the legendary designers who are here today. One day you can be up here in the fashion industry or in any industry you choose. When that happens for you, I hope you give back and see who you can bring up with you." I think her words are equally relevant for all of you who have just finished your education. And remember, live on your own path and find success and help those who are behind you have success well. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck.